Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Xbox Life, episode 497, post Gamescom 2018. I am your host, Mark, one of your hosts, Mark, aka Wingman709, and with me, as always, is my best friend, Rob.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hello. I'm also known as Presar on Xbox Live
You can listen to us
and
live
and the show.
on Twitch, Mixer, YouTube every Sunday at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. And we are not affiliated with Microsoft or the Xbox in any way. This is a show being done by fans of the Microsoft Xbox. The views and opinions expressed on this show do not reflect those of Microsoft. So, Rob, let's start out by what have you been playing this week?
Not a whole lot, just some Fortnite, and I want to try some of these new games that are hitting Game Pass, but I just haven't had the time. Maybe this week, but I say that every week,
Yeah,
and it never works out.
yeah. And you obviously haven't had time to put something pretty on your
The
shelves.
shelves, no, no.
You got two
I
episodes left to get it done.
I know, right?
All
I
right.
am making headway in other parts of the house, though.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
So,
So,
all
how about
right.
you?
I played Destiny 2, and that's kind of pretty much all I played. So, outside of the typical, I'm not going to run through the gems and Clash and
Yeah, yeah,
Fallout and all that every week. So, that's all there. That's a given now. But Destiny 2.
yeah.
And in this one, I've got my Warlock maxed out pretty much. There's really not much I can do with that character. Kind of waiting for the new content to drop here pretty quick, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try a hunter. So I've got a hunter I'm working on, and I don't enjoy it as much as my warlock, but it's still fun to kind of play a new character and
Sure.
with their supers, and it's pretty. He's got an arc staff that's pretty sweet. It's pretty fun to get that going, but um, it's neat because it's like I've never used that, and I've been playing a warlock through Destiny 1 and 2, and it was kind of neat to play something else. I'm kind of looking forward to eventually doing. I think it's a Titan. I think that's the third character, so I'm gonna have to get a third one going at some point, but
Oh,
it'll be a
wow.
while before I get there.
Yeah.
So. All right, but that's it. And it was good that that's kind of we had a short what we played because oh
Yeah.
boy, this is going to be a long news, lots to talk about.
Well, the shows usually wind up opposite. So if we think it's going to be short, it winds up being like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Dude, we got
And
so
so
much to
now
talk about.
we'll crank this out in 20 minutes.
Yeah, maybe it might happen. All right, well, let's get to it anyways, and we'll see. Maybe we'll time it. But you can
Hmm.
support us by going to thisxboxlife.com/Patreon and become a patron of the show. And I did want to give a shout out to Franz Schaller. Hopefully, I'm saying that name right. Franz just became a patron a couple weeks ago, and just kept forgetting to put it in, and I apologize. We really appreciate you becoming a
Yeah, thank you.
patron, and hopefully you're enjoying the bonus shows. This last week, just as a teaser, this last one I thought was really good. And for those that aren't patrons, we did about a 31-minute episode where we talked about Sony's problems with crossplay. So I thought that was really good.
Yeah, it
Hopefully,
was.
hopefully our community enjoyed that. I know we're an Xbox show, but it did relate. So I thought it was a good topic. And but you can also leave a one-time tip if you wish, going to thisxboxlife.com/donate. And please be sure to subscribe to our channels on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. All right. So we're going to start the show on a somber note because this actually it's still ongoing right now as we talk. Today, August 26th, um, at the Madden Championship Series tournament in Jacksonville, Florida, a gunman opened up fire, and many people, including the gunman, have died. So I'm just going to kind of read the current statement um, that we're seeing on this, and I'm just going to ask, whether you're religious or not, please send your thoughts and prayers to the families and friends of those that are impacted by this. So I'm just going to read this off IGN, their credit for the story. At the first event during the Madden tournament season, a gunman opened fire on the crowd, firing at least a dozen shots. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office has since issued a public statement on the incident, confirming that police found 3 dead at the scene, including the suspect who took his own life. According to Sheriff Mike Williams, 9 victims were transported to area hospitals. 7 of them had gunshot wounds. Two additional victims self-transported themselves to local hospitals. Williams advised the press that this number may change if they learn of other victims who may have self-transported themselves to hospitals from the scene, but added the known victims are all in stable condition at this time. The single suspect in the case is a white male, and this is pending confirmation, but we believe the suspect to be 24-year-old David Katz from Baltimore, Maryland. And the FBI is assisting with the investigation in Baltimore. So the LA Times reports that the shooter was a gamer who was competing in the tournament and lost. Per their interview with tournament participant Steven Jaworski, from the same conversation in the LA Times report, the shooter targeted a few people and shot at least 5 victims before killing himself. This will obviously be all over the news, and again, our thoughts and prayers out to families and friends and those impacted by this. I hated to start on such a sour note.
Yeah.
But it's happening right now, and it is going to be big news in the world of video games. And again, it's a football game. I mean, at that, it is, but they're still going to relate it, and it's something we're going to be hearing about for the foreseeable time.
Of the hundreds of millions of people that play video games, you get one guy that loses it. But I mean, this isn't like this kind of person has trouble in their rest of their life, I'm sure. You know what I mean? They can't deal with stuff. So, I'm sure the video games are going to be blamed, but it'll put all the other hundreds, or even, I don't say billions of people, but hundreds of millions of people that play video games on a daily basis. It'll just be something else that the media runs with and blames games and gun violence, and it's stupid, but it sucks. I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah, I guess this was also played out. Twitch was streaming. There was live video of it, so it was actually captured live on Twitch. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't think I'm going to watch it. I don't know how long it'll stay up there. It might get pulled, but it's just not something I need to see myself. I don't want, and I kind of hope they do pull it. But it kind of makes me wonder, being that, I mean, this leads us down another path too of, on TV, and like say news, right? When you're watching news, they have a delay, like a 7-second delay on stuff. Even like Live PD, I watch that show, and they do have a delay on it. So if something happens, they'll see it and they can immediately, hit the magic button, which cuts it from the feed to the television networks, right?
And they cut it or they bleep it.
Well, yeah, depending on what it is. And, you can be fined massive amount of money for something like this by like not, and I don't know if they had something like that going on. Obviously not, because it sounds like you could see everything happening. So with these streaming services now, I wonder what they're, is Twitch going to be held liable for that being streamed? And, are these like Mixer and Twitch and YouTube and stuff, when they're doing live events, are they going to have to incorporate some kind of delay? And how do you manage that when everybody can be recording stuff now and streaming it? Same with like Facebook, it's, I just wonder if it's just a world of that's not going to matter anymore. So I remember when I was living in Arizona, I was watching Fox News. There was a chase, and it was on the news, and I was watching it, and they had the helicopter like right over the guy's car. And I remember him driving out in the desert, and they were chasing him, and he got out and he was looking around, and all of a sudden I was just like, remember thinking to myself, this doesn't like something's gonna go down. This doesn't look right. Just by the way the guy was acting. And then next thing you know, and then they never cut it. Guy pulled a gun out and shot himself right on national TV. I mean, this was
Yeah.
not like the local news. This was Fox News Channel.
Yep.
And it was just like all of a sudden it was like it happened and they like messed up and they didn't cut it. And I never heard if what happened, but I would imagine that network got massively sued for that because you can't be doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if this will impact stuff like streaming services, but I it's just sad now you can't even go anywhere without fear of stuff like this. So
Yeah. I'm just looking at this place that it was at. When you hear it's like a tournament, you might think it's something like big, but it looks like it's maybe some kind of local thing to Jacksonville. It's not a huge place because it's something called GLHF Game Bar next to Chicago Pizza.
uh,
So it looks almost like it's a video game arcade cafe bar
hmm.
kind of place. So who knows? There's most of the people in the world.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And I hated to lead with that, but I certainly didn't want
Yeah.
to end the show on that.
Oh, exactly.
We'd rather kind of address it and then try to lighten the mood for the rest of the show, but not to make light of what happened. So
Mm-hmm.
again,
Exactly.
TXL, our thoughts and prayers. All right, Rob. So we've got a ton of stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it was Gamescom, and there's a lot to talk about. So I think,
Yes.
Rob, why don't we just go back and forth? And I really think you need to take this first one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this to you, even though I contacted you about it and said,
You
"Hey."
did. You made my day. You made my day with us.
And what
So
is that? What? How did
so
I make your day?
all right. Well, let me tell you. So I have two games on the Xbox that I really adore. I mean, games that I truly enjoy playing, and they're a lot of fun, and ones that I keep going back to. Not necessarily to play all the time, but I talk about them fondly.
Yeah,
And one is, can you guess the first one?
I know what it is, and for some reason I can't think of the name, but it's that side-scrolling
Yes.
game. I
And for
should
some
know
reason,
this.
I have trouble remembering the name also because I always think Silverchair, which is a music group, but it's Shadow Complex.
Shadow
So,
Complex. Yeah.
and it's funny. I nonstop every time I'm like, SC Silverchair. No, no, that's it. What is it? What is it? Shadow Complex. But anyway, Shadow Complex, love that one, and the other one is Torchlight. So, Mark, you sent me the fantastic news that so we had Torchlight, and that was followed up by Torchlight 2, like a year or two later, and then it's been silence for a long time. And I want to say something might have happened to the developer. So I thought I researched that. But anyway, it looks like Torchlight's next incarnation is coming out called Torchlight Frontiers. And it's going to be out in 2019. And if you're not familiar with Torchlight, it is a game that was done by some of the, or I think, original Diablo developers, or maybe Diablo 2. But they used to work at Blizzard. They went off, did their own thing, and I don't remember the name of the studio that did it. But the new one is coming out next year. There's a playable version, and IGN had a pretty good write up on the game as it was playable with a hands on experience. So, it's all of that dungeon crawling, Diablo, Torchlight goodness, apparently, that we all know and love. And the one thing that I just really loved about Torchlight that I think that they did so well in comparison to Diablo. And I mean, Diablo is no slouch. It's a good game,
Oh yeah.
but I love the pet. The
Yes.
pet is freaking awesome. And primary, so I mean, the pet can help you, depending on the pet that you choose, they can help you fight and stuff like that. But the best thing is you can send them to town with stuff.
To sell.
You give them all your extra junk and you send them off and they come back with like money or something.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Oh, that is like a godsend. Just that one thing, because it really sucks. I mean, to third world third world problems, I guess.
Exactly.
To have to go to town and sell your things, and then it's like, oh, where was I? And you gotta no. It's like, don't lose the moments of the game. Just send that pet off. Granted, I don't know how they hold the stuff, but don't care because they do their thing. And the game looks great. Looks, more of the same. I'm sure that they're probably going to make it Xbox One X enhanced or whatnot, but it looks really good. The art looks good. It's a little more. Would you say that the art on Torchlight is a little more cartoony than Diablo? Because it's definitely a different art style.
It is. Good question.
I mean, to me, it's like, kind of like Fortnite compared to PUBG.
It,
Where it's,
it.
I mean, it
I
looks
don't
really
think it's
good.
that different though. But
Yeah.
yes, it is more animated type.
Yeah.
But
And I think the backgrounds are really nice.
oh yeah,
I really loved the levels a lot better than Diablo. And again, I'm not saying Diablo's bad. I mean, it's a great game, but I just prefer this. So I'm really excited. For me, this is, and I used to use this term. I don't think I've used this term on this show. I used it on this board game life. But for me, this game is an insta buy. I will immediately buy it. I'll pre-order it, which I rarely ever do. I usually wait until a game comes out and buy it. But this one for me is a must-have, and I will get this one for sure.
yeah. So can I add a little? Can I give you a little gut stab? So
No,
the
no,
game is targeted for 2019.
yeah.
Okay, it is coming to Xbox One, and it will be playable at Gamescom, which was last week, and PAX West,
Oh
which
yeah, I
I
saw
am
that.
going to
Yes,
this
yes.
coming weekend, right? Next
Because,
weekend. So
I forgot about that. When I read the PAX thing, I'm like, oh, Mark's gonna be able to try it. So for me, that's not a good step. I mean, I'm excited for you to try it because I want to hear what you think of it. Because I know you liked Torchlight as much as I did, I
yep.
think, and I'm excited to hear what it's about. And I'd almost rather not play it. it's, it's like I don't want to spoil anything.
Right. Well, I will if I'm able to take video. I'll at least take some video, but I'll be sure to let you know what I think.
Okay,
So
excellent.
on next week's show. So I mean, I'm going to
Yes.
PAX next Saturday, so next Sunday I will be having the opportunity to talk about it, and I'm excited. It's my first video game convention, so I don't know what to expect, except I'm going to be dog tired by the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, but
Oh, there. These things are a lot of walking, a lot of standing. Bring comfortable shoes and make sure you hydrate properly because I don't want you to be dehydrated or nausea or no nausea, no tiredness
the
while
the
you're playing Torchlight
the
because I want to hear. Yeah.
what I'm worried about is everybody always talks about they get sick when they go to these things afterwards.
Oh,
I'm
conclave.
hitting the road for work like the following 2 days later. I'm leaving for a
Oh
week.
wow. Okay.
So I'm like, boy, I better not get sick there. I better. My wife's got so much Purell. I'm probably just borrow a gallon of it from her and take it
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. Definitely have that. And I go to Gen Con every year, which is sort of the same thing.
Yeah.
And the tips that I can offer you is like, so there's people out there that will not shake hands.
Right.
they'll do what, fist bump or
Yeah.
elbow bump or whatever. But I mean, not that you need to shake people's hands,
I ain't shaking anybody's
but
hands.
but keep your hands and fingers away from like your eyes. Don't
Yeah.
rub your eyes.
Yeah.
That's what I think it's most people sick. Like you're tired, you know, your eyes are dry or itchy, and you go in there and you're like, rub all those germs in, and you're
Yeah.
doomed.
It's all over.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for you.
All right. So I'll be
I,
reporting
I
back
can't
next
wait.
week on some stuff.
Yes.
Um, so the next item is Hitman. This is cool. This is very interesting, and I think a lot of people that like Hitman are going to be stoked about this. So I bought season one. I bought the whole game and
Yeah.
I could never
So
get
did I.
past the first mission. For some reason, no matter how many times I tried, I just kind of gave up. But the if you bought the first season,
Wait, first mission or first episode?
I never got past that very first mission, like
Mission.
where you
Okay.
were like whatever, where you were like with the airplane hangar. It was like
Okay.
it was like the first one, I think. I think there was a tutorial on the boat, and I got through that. But then the very first mission, that's not a tutorial, is like that airplane hangar, and I could never get all the way through for some reason. So I'm just not slow and stealth, and that's why the Hitman game was it Absolution was I loved
Yeah.
that one, but it was more of a I could shoot it out if I wanted.
Oh yeah. But I mean,
So,
you like Splinter Cell,
oh
don't you?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's
But the new one, like the
yeah.
last two, Conviction and Blacklist. Blacklist was awesome, but in both of those, you didn't. It wasn't all stealthy. You could shoot it out.
Yeah.
So, but anyways,
And for me, it's usually the shootout begins after I screw up the stuff.
exactly.
Whoops.
So the first season of Hitman is going to be you're going to be able to play that in Hitman 2 with various updates. So there's going to be like improvements and new stuff in Hitman 2, and all the first season missions are going to be able to be played in there with those updates and stuff. So I think that's kind of cool. This is coming out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One on November 13th.
Okay.
Yeah, you will get the enhanced season one missions for free. So you're going to basically be re-downloading them, and they'll be enhanced. But yeah, that's cool. So, all right.
Okay. And then Gamescom reported, or they released on Gamescom, that Battlefield 5 open beta early access begins September 4th. So wasn't this? Wait, I know there was one. Oh no, this is not the one. There was one game where it's like the early access was like a week before, and then everybody else got stuff afterwards. Maybe it was the Battlefield 5 game. I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
So
it is. These guys got like 3 or 4 different release days.
yeah. So yeah, open beta for Battlefield 5 or V, Battlefield V for victory will be
It's 5.
available. Yeah, on September 4th for early access and September 6th for all other players on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. So I know a lot of people are really jonesing for this thing. It looks really good. I mean, I was looking at this and I passed on a lot of the Battlefield games over the last couple of years, but I mean this one really tempts me.
Yeah, it's going to be so to receive early access for the open beta, players must pre-order the game or be a member
Hmm.
of Origin Access Premier, Origin Access Basic, or EA Access. Battlefield
Or
5 will
Origins for the PC, right?
right,
It's
yes.
EA Access for the PC. Yeah.
Yes. EA Access is on the console. Uh, Battlefield 5 will be available worldwide October 19th on PS4, Xbox One, and Origin for PC. All players who pre ordered the Battlefield 5 Deluxe Edition will have early access starting October 16th.
Yeah.
And
This is
Origin members will have early access on October 11th. So, sometime in the month of October, you can play it.
yeah.
So,
That's really crazy. Like, so Origin members will begin on the 11th, and then regular release is a full 8 days later.
Yeah.
So what is that? 11th? That's a Thursday.
If you buy the deluxe edition, you get it 3 days before the worldwide release. And PC owners, well, I don't know. It says Origin members, but I wonder if that means EA Access members as well, because I would imagine EA Access usually gets it early
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah, you'd think.
it didn't specifically state
Oh
that.
wait. Oh no, yeah.
So. All right.
Yeah, so it's Thursday the week before, and then it releases on the Friday after. So you get it either on Thursday or the following Tuesday or Friday. All depending on where you want to buy into it.
Yeah. Nowhere.
Yeah.
All right. So there's new features, 5 new features coming to Trials Rising. If you're unsure of what I'm talking about, that's Trials, the Trials motorcycle games. They've got 5. So this game's coming out. I don't think they stated it. Let me see. Yes, they did. This will be early 2019. Looks like February when this game will be released. They're doing 5 new things in this game. So one of them is they said why the core game mechanics are largely unchanged. You still get a gas, brake, and lean back and forth to fling your bike over gaps and nudge it up steep inclines. The tracks in Rising are somehow bigger and badder than ever. The single player campaign takes
Oh,
players to a slew of insane, over the top tracks based on famous real world locations like Mount Everest, Yellowstone National Park, and the Pyramids of Giza. Bunny hop up on an in construction Eiffel Tower if you dare. Through our current faves is the Mile High track, featuring ridiculously slick sequences yanked straight out of a Mission Impossible film. This one sees you escaping from a cargo plane while it plummets to the ground. um, so that's one of them. The next one is to be sure, simply reaching the end of each devious track is its own victory, but to add incentive and increase the challenge, various sponsors will offer optional contracts. These may include simple requests like getting a bronze medal to more hardcore challenges like passing a particularly rough level without restarting at a checkpoint. If reaching the top of the Egyptian pyramid isn't daunting enough, try doing it while landing 6 front flips. Another one is cash isn't just a point total. Rising goes much bigger with its customization suite, letting players earn and equip a wealth of cosmetic items, including helmets, shirts, pants, boots, and jackets. Players can also choose a gender, tinker with bike skins, and tweak various animations. Though for serious design types, the real threat is sharing creations with the players via the new Gear Central hub. Next one is, in addition to local and online multiplayer races, Rising ups the ante with a new challenge mode that expands the game's famed asynchronous multiplayer. Instead of just taking down your leaderboard buddies, you'll now get automatically matched up against random, similarly skilled players from around the world and nab cool rewards for beating a few in a row. And then last is, it says, our 2 heads are really better than one. You can test this theory in Trials Rising's diabolically fun tandem bike. 2 local players can hop on this motorcycle monstrosity and attempt to cooperatively steer it through any track. Communication is key as the players share control over the bike. Gassing, braking, and leaning must be done in tandem, where the bike may not respond. So that sounds, Rob, that'll probably be fun for you and your son.
oh hell no. Dude, okay. I know
Yikes.
I know Trials is so popular. I know people love it. I get it. This game is beyond ridiculous.
It is awesome.
It is. I okay. So if you're a long-time Trials player, like from the original Trials, and you played all these versions, you're probably good. You figured out the tricks.
No.
But somebody who hasn't been playing it a lot, when they go into this game, it is like beyond impossible. I've watched people on, I don't know, YouTube. I think it was YouTube. I watch them play this game and get through some of these levels, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It's it's like they're like bouncing, then they're doing like all these flips. It's like no way. I mean, I remember trying one of them that we got with Games with Gold, I think it was, or maybe it was
Uh-huh.
in Game Pass, and I played it for a little bit, and I'm like, I couldn't even like get past this level. It's just I'd rather play Dark Souls. It's Dark Souls is less frustrating,
This is
at
Dark
least to me.
Souls for motorcycles. Yeah.
Ah, I mean, it's so all kidding aside, it's like a hardcore puzzle game. It's a puzzle physics game. That's all it is, and I think that they've just made it so difficult now that if you haven't been playing it for years, it's just so hard to pick up. Do you play it?
Yeah, I do. I never
Are you
get
good at
past.
it?
I no, I don't ever get past the what you call it. There's the I do the easy and like the medium tracks, but I
Okay.
can't do hard
Yeah.
and experts. So
Yeah. Like the ones that are just like just bunny hills or something, then oh, I'm done. It's like, oh, got that one. With some of these where it's like you gotta jump and then land on your rear wheel and then you kind of like flip backwards and stuff. It's just you really got to be dedicated.
yes, it takes massive skill and lots of practice. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not anything I can do, but I still buy the games because I do enjoy
sure.
playing the easy and the medium levels. And then there's these games that you can play that are a lot of fun, additional like outside of the tracks. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, all right. So that's the 5 new features coming to Trials Rising.
All righty. Where are we? Oh, yes. Um, so they announced also that there is a new Xbox Game Pass mobile app. It's now in beta. It's available at least on Android. I believe it's also available on iOS. Um, so actually, it looks like you can, if you're on Android, you can test out the beta, and then there's some kind of space limitation for testers on iOS. So if you want to check this out, maybe try to get in there quickly if you're an iOS user. And while you're in the store, why don't you find the podcast and give us a 5-star rating too? Hmm? Oh no,
Yeah.
that's iTunes Store. But anyway, isn't that where you get your software too? Isn't it the iTunes Store? I don't know. I'm not an
Or
Apple person.
oh, the App Store. It's just called the App Store.
Yeah. Is that the same thing as iTunes?
It's all
No.
iTunes
Yeah.
is the application.
On the
That's what
PC.
you run on your PC to sync
Okay.
everything, and it's total crap.
Yeah.
It's like the worst piece of software ever written.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. If you look for this
So
thing,
look for it.
find our show too. Give us a
But
rating.
I think
But
this you have to sign up for this.
not on Android.
No, oh, not on Android. No, on for iOS you have to basically request because I went and requested access. So
Okay. Yeah, for Android, I just found it and installed it and installed right up. And so so you do not have it? Is
no,
that
I
it?
don't. Not yet.
Yeah. Well, I do have it and I checked it out. There's not
Okay.
much to see there, but the one cool thing, like here, pull it up now. The one thing that I kind of like about it is that so when you start up, it has its little Game Pass thing here,
Yeah.
the green Game Pass, and um, it kind of gives you ideas of things to try, which is kind of nice. Right up at the top, it groups games by games leaving soon. So I like that. I actually really do.
That is cool.
It lets you know which games you might want to play before they're gone. And I think that's important, especially if, since they're going to be cycling stuff out. Like here, actually, I think we talked about these last show. Actually, no, we didn't. Yeah, so games leaving soon. They got Pro Evolution Soccer 2018, Galaga something. Was it Legion? Can't read it. Something Ninja. This is really small. Apparently need glasses. Soul Calibur something. The Bridge. I have no idea what that is. I think it's something Tekken and Pac-Man Museum. But then below that, they have featured, which really lists the big titles. Like here, they've got Rocket League, State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves, my favorite topic on Inside Xbox,
Yeah.
Fallout 4, Tomb Raider, and Elder Scrolls. And they show most popular, recently added. I missed this. They added Graveyard Keeper a while ago. Yeah. Doom, Rage, Ruiner, Rise, Son of Rome. And then they have stuff, um, I guess, sorted out by, I don't know if you can see that on the stream
Yep.
or on the
Sort of.
thing. Yeah,
Getting a
it's,
glare from your screen, your monitor
yeah.
as well, but
Oh,
I can sort of see it.
yeah. But they have these cool little icons like kids fighting, so it lets you find games, which is kind of nice. Actually, let me see if I can install a game through here.
You should be able to.
I've never tried that. So like here, I'll do Graveyard Keeper.
And I think you can even, is that the app I believe you can install to, I think Brun was telling me the other day there's something, I don't know if it was this app or it was something in the new store feature where you can you can select which Xbox that you want the stuff to install to instead of it just installing to your default.
Let me
It's kind of
see.
cool because I could order it and say, yeah, put it on these two boxes or put it on all three of my Xboxes instead of just going
Yeah,
for one.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
But yeah, like going into Graveyard Keeper. So it says the game says you can buy it for $20. It's got ratings. It gives you reviews that are somehow rated by helpfulness. So I guess people rank them if they're helpful or not. That's interesting. So Graveyard Keeper is like Stardew Valley, but darker and funnier. And then it's got links to Mixer, of course, and screenshots. I like this. It's and oh, and you can't. Oh, I did install it. I just clicked on it now, but it didn't ask me which
Okay.
Xbox. So I mean, it's nice. I don't know why they couldn't have done this with the regular app. The Xbox app that they have,
Yeah.
which to me does. It's got the store. It's got all that stuff in there. So
Cool.
I don't know.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Check
Nice
it out if you
addition.
can. Yes.
All right. So State of Decay 2 has a new DLC coming. It's called Daybreak Pack. This will be arriving on September 12th. And it coming with it is a brand new game mode, a replayable co-op zombie siege experience. So you can team up with up to 3 teammates. You can play as highly skilled Red Talon soldiers armed with high-end weaponry to defeat or they will defend a fortified position against a wave of oncoming zombies, while a vulnerable technician repairs a critical satellite relay. There's going to be new enemies and weapons. So you're going to see the Blood Plague Juggernaut. This is a tougher version of the already powerful Juggernaut who will expose players to the Blood Plague. To combat this, players have access to a new set of Clio weapons, including 8 new ranged weapons, 6 new melee weapons, and 6 new deployable explosives. There's going to be new rewards and achievements, and this will add 250 gamer score, or you can earn up to 250 gamer score with this. The pack is going to be available for fans who own the standard edition for $10 and is included with the Ultimate Edition at no cost. It will also be available at launch for Xbox Game Pass members with a 10% discount. As an Xbox Play Anywhere game, one digital purchase gets you this on both Windows 10 and Xbox One. So, in addition to the release of the Daybreak Pack, there will be a content update to continue improving player experience. So, that is also in the works. So, there's more
Mm-hmm.
content.
Yeah. Then on Xbox's or Inside Xbox's coverage of Gamescom, they went into a little bit of detail on this game called Hunt Showdown.
Oh yeah,
This game's nuts.
dude, that looks
I mean,
so good,
oh, I don't know.
dude.
It's I was watching it with my son, and I was like, uh,
Yeah, he
should I
shouldn't be
stop
watching.
this?
Yeah, no,
Should I skip it?
I meant the visual, like visually, that game was stunning.
Oh, yes, very much. It is like almost like a game version of some messed up like Rutger Hauer movie from, from like the 80s or 90s or whatever. Whenever he was doing movies, it just it's like wasn't it set in like the bayou or something like that? It
I
was like swampy or
I don't know, because it was like definitely had like an old west feel, and you know, it at the end of it, I was kind of like, what is this? I don't know what this is, but boy, I want to know more because it looked really good. But it
yeah.
sounds like, from what I have heard, it's like kind of almost like a PUBG type of game, like a battle
So
royale, but
I was
you
unclear on that
gotta,
also.
well, from what I understand, it's like you go in and you fight whatever and get your loot, and then you gotta get out of the area. But one of
Yeah.
the things I was hearing on another show was, well, people could just wait. Like, you go kill this whatever, the bad monster or whatever, and then as you're leaving, they kill you as you're trying to extract and then take your
Yeah.
loot. So I don't know what they're gonna do about that, but
But we've heard that about PUBG and Fortnite too, and I don't think that happens very
well,
often.
no, there
Or
it's
maybe
like,
I'm wrong.
well, no, there you got to kill everybody. I mean, yeah, you could
No,
wait
I
till it
mean,
gets down to some.
yeah, I mean, you can camp out if nobody finds you,
Oh yeah,
and then you could be like the second one,
yeah, yeah. I
first or
mean,
second.
when I've got my one and only chicken dinner in PUBG, Jesus and I basically didn't really see anybody till the whole end of till the end, when there was like four people left, and that was him and I against
Yeah,
two people, and he took one guy out, and I actually took out the last guy. That was like my only kill. It was to win
yeah.
the game. So yeah, but
Did it involve a grenade?
no, it did not. It involved me
You know
getting
what I'm
up and
talking
running,
about?
and yeah, I know. Hey,
Oh,
that's old
yeah,
news. That's old
yeah,
news. I've outlived
yes,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah. So I'm looking here, and they say so. It's a first-person shooter, and Hunt Showdown is a competitive first-person bounty hunting game. Is this the first of its kind? I don't know. It combines elements of match-based shooters and survival games into a unique gaming experience. Every match pits up to 10 players playing solo or in teams of two against each other as they fight for bounty by taking out the evil that is lurking in the swamps. But once players have taken a bounty, they become a target for every other hunter left on the map, and the real showdown begins. So, I mean, it looks like you go in, you try to get the bounty, and I'm unclear on that. Is it like monsters, zombies? I thought there's like some big spider things that they showed. I mean, is that the bounty, or are you trying to get some treasure or something, then get out and just you're
I
trying to
think it's you're
avoid?
taking out the evil that's lurking in the swamp. So I thought it was you're
Yeah.
taking out like monsters and stuff like that, and then you gotta, once you do, then you get your bounty, then you want to get out of there.
Yeah. So
I
then
thought you
everybody
had to get
turns on
out.
you.
Yeah, but now you're a target. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess everybody goes in hunting the bounty, and then it turns into a mini battle royale. But yeah, so this game is made by Crytek,
Which is why it looks so
and
good.
yeah, and they're using it. What is it, CryEngine
Yeah.
or whatever it's called? But this game looks amazing, and just there was this one scene in the video that they showed, or the teaser that they showed, where the dudes were running through a cornfield, and I'm like, that looks really good. Just like the corn stalks on either side. It's like I don't remember if I've ever seen that in another video game. I mean, it's like what you would see like in a horror movie, or I remember
Yeah.
there was this. I remember there was this one creepy movie from like the 80s or 90s
Children of the
where it
Corn.
was where it was like in the bayou, Louisiana, some killer or something. Reminds me of that.
Huh.
Maybe Children of the Corn, I don't know. But
It's
yeah,
interesting.
this game looks cool.
Not anything I probably will get because it's competitive. I'm not a big competitive gamer, but it looked
Yeah.
really cool. So
Yeah, maybe it's a new genre, you know.
yeah,
It's not quite battle royale, it's something different. They call it what, bounty hunting? Or I don't know, did they come out with anything else that's a bounty hunting game?
I have not heard of, or seen of anything similar to this.
Yeah.
So
At least not on console.
right.
Who knows about
Who
PC?
knows about yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the next thing is the Division 2 collector's editions of it. They were unveiled at Gamescom. So they talked about the standard, gold, digital ultimate, and two collector's editions are all available for pre-order. So anybody who pre-orders the game, regardless of what edition, you will gain access to the game's private beta. They do not have an announced date yet, but you will get an invite to that. And also the Capital Defenders pack, which includes two in-game items. It's the Lullaby Spaz 12 shotgun and the Hazmat 2.0 outfit. Now, the standard edition of the game is just that. It's just the game itself with the pre-order bonuses. The gold edition includes 3-day early access to the game starting on March 12th. It also includes a year one pass, which gives players 7-day early access to the free year one DLC episodes, which will include which will include customization items, new activities, and more. The gold edition on Ubi's website includes a steelbook case and runs for 110 US. The digital ultimate edition includes the game, 3-day early access, the year one pass, and 3 additional digital packs: the Elite Agent Pack, Battle Worn Service, Secret Service Pack, and the First Responder Pack. The Elite Agent Pack includes an exotic assault rifle, unique skill effect, and additional stash space. The Battle Worn Secret Service Pack comes with a special outfit, emote, and weapon skin. The First Responder Pack also comes with a special outfit and a weapon skin. Lastly, there are two collector's editions of the game: the Dark Zone Collector's Edition and the Phoenix Shield Collector's Edition. The Dark Zone Collector's Edition includes the game, 3-day early access, the year one pass, the additional digital packs, a book of lithographs, a soundtrack, a map of DC, steelbook case, and a 30-centimeter tall figurine of Division 2 Specialized Agent Heather Ward. This version runs for $190 US. The Phoenix Shield Collector's Edition, this is available for pre-order exclusively through the Ubisoft store. It includes everything the Dark Zone edition does, but instead of Heather Ward, it comes with a high-end articulated figurine of Brian Johnson, a former sniper with the Baltimore PD, equipped with a TAC 50C sniper rifle. In total, that edition will set you back 250 US. Interestingly, the figurines can be assembled together, and if fans don't want to go for the Phoenix Shield Collector's Edition, the Brian Johnson figurine, which alone costs $60, and other physical goodies included in the package will be available at the Ubisoft store. So you can spend a lot of money on Division 2, but
Yeah.
but that's just a rundown of, and it is available for pre-order now on the Xbox. I saw it on the Xbox store. So, all right.
Okay.
Oops. I think that one we can skip. Did I?
Yeah.
I goofed up on that.
And next up, Sea of Thieves DLC. There's a new one coming out, Sea of Thieves Forsaken Shores. There were two of them that they announced, right? Was it
Yeah,
one?
Cursed Sales, I think, is already out.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, Cursed Sales and Forsaken Shores. So it's going to be out on September 19th. But I know a lot of people will probably be too busy playing Tomb Raider. Maybe they won't care. But yeah, if you're looking for more content, this is coming out on the 19th. Let's see what's in this. We have. It's going to bring a volcanic world to Sea of Thieves called the Devil's Roar. This new island will periodically erupt and shake the world with tremors launch geysers. No, this is
Geysers.
geysers. Geezers are old people.
Geysers.
Fling fling rocks and heat the water around the island to the point where you can be boiled to death as well. To combat the heated water, Rare is introducing a rowboat. What? So you can be boiled in water, but a rowboat will save you? Really? Come on.
Yeah, man.
That's like that's like putting, those like planks that they sell to cook fish on the grill with. It's like that. Just cook you a different way. Finally, a new kind of merchant mission is going to be introduced called cargo runs, which will bring a new way for people to progress by moving a number of different supplies from one place to another. Oh, great. This is another way to grind. Probably. Fantastic. And
You're so enthusiastic about this.
nah, Sea of Thieves is okay. It's okay. Although, what, you don't play it anymore, do you?
I jumped in last night with some people that were
Oh, you did?
playing, and then just as they
Oh,
got in,
nice.
they're like, "Oh, we're done."
See ya.
So,
Now, I joke about this game because they seem to cover it all the time on Inside Xbox. Oh,
oh,
but anyway,
it's a first-party title,
yeah, it is.
so
Yeah, September 19th. Look for it.
all right. PUBG is going away. Yeah, you heard me. It's
Sort
going
of.
away from game preview.
Yes.
Xbox, it's going to leave game preview, and the full game will be released on September 4th. So the PUBG 1.0 will see the addition of War Mode. It's a team deathmatch mode, complete with respawns and teammate reviving, where teams compete to reach a score goal. The Sanhok map, which hit PCs this June, will also come to Xbox One. And the update will introduce in-game currency, which can be used to purchase cosmetic items, event pass, Shahok, and more, with details to be revealed later. So players who purchase the physical version will receive the Xbox 1.0/99 DLC, which includes exclusive Xbox themed clothing and equipment. This DLC will also be available for a limited time starting September 4th to players who own the digital version. Version 1 will also share an achievement list with the game preview version. So anything you got in the, so players can continue to strive towards 100% completion without losing progress. So that's kind of cool. It's like maybe if there's one for getting a chicken dinner, then all I got to do is turn the game on, update it to the 1.0, and it'll probably pop that because I did get one. But who knows? There may be an achievement or two out there. Yeah, and of course they've got a PUBG Xbox One wireless controller that was revealed as well. That will hit store shelves on October 30th and it'll be $70. So, but yeah, I'm probably, I will boot it up. I will update to the one, because I did buy it in the preview. I don't really play it, but I did hear from Jesus Walks a Lot today. He was playing earlier. He invited me to play, but I was prepping for the show. And he did say it runs a lot better now on the Xbox. So I'm glad to hear they've smoothed things out. So there you go.
Okay. All right. Next up, this is pretty cool. So one thing that we talked about, it's going back a couple years now, isn't it?
Yeah.
When this thing first came up, and that was the rumors that Xbox/Microsoft was going to be launching some kind of subscription service, or it was going to be a leasing service. It was really unclear as to how it was going to go. But maybe there was more to it than just it being a rumors, because it's resurfaced again, and I think a lot more so than it was in the past. So maybe it got killed back in the past. They were thinking about doing it. One thing led to another. It didn't happen. It got shelved. They couldn't get some kind of relationship going. If it's multiple, actually, no, this is all Microsoft, so it wouldn't really involve other things. But, back then wasn't it going to be like Xbox Live and a console for a certain amount a month? And now they've sweetened the deal a little bit more by throwing in Game Pass. So it looks like they've got 2 different packages available. This requires a 2-year subscription or commitment contract, however you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, for $22 a month for 2 years, you can get an Xbox One S, or for $35 a month for 2 years, you can get an Xbox One X. So again, that's the console, gold, and Game Pass. So what? If you pay $10 a month, is it $10? No, it's not $10. It's $60 a year for gold,
Right.
right?
Yep.
So that would be $120 plus another
10 a month for Game Pass.
240, right?
Yep, for Game
So that's
Pass.
$360 for just the services alone.
Right.
So what? Let me pull out my
Plus 500 for the
handy.
box.
Yeah. So just for the services alone, that's what is that 360 divided by 24 months. So normally it's $15 just for the services if you pay like the full thing for them. So for another $7 a month, you can get an Xbox One S. And for another 20 a month, going to 35, you can get an Xbox One X. And that's fantastic. And I'm really excited about this. Not necessarily that I would do it, but I think it has the ability to bring in new people
Right.
into the Xbox One ecosystem, because I think it's gonna really hook a lot of parents, I think, because or even people that want value. Because think about it, for $22 a month, you're gonna get a console, right? You're gonna get an Xbox One X, and you're gonna have live, and you're immediately gonna be able to play 100 games
100
plus, right?
plus, yeah.
That's fantastic, because normally you drop $250 on a console, you bring it home, you got nothing to play. You got to buy something to play, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Typically,
typically, yeah.
unless it's some bundle, but on a regular system, you fork that out, you've got nothing. You got a console that you can play with the dashboard. That's about it. So I think this is really cool, and maybe even people that are kind of cash strapped. It's a lot easier to pay $35 a month and spread it out over time than it is, to drop $500 on an X plus another 40 to $60 for live plus $10 a month for access. I mean, that's a pretty steep entry, and I'd be curious to see like if this actually does happen, and it looks like it might, but just how this would work. And I wonder like if they would get people a default. But they also have the ability to really profit on this as well, because it's like the cell phone companies, like not cell phone companies, the carriers here in the US, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint even around anymore? Not sure.
Yep. Oh yeah.
T-Mobile.
They're merging with T-Mobile, but Sprint
Oh
is
yeah,
still
yeah,
around.
that's right. Okay. So, all these companies, they just make a mint on this, because you get people that get new phones all the time. I mean, they might make money on them, but especially people that just keep their contract and they don't get a new phone, they're still paying that whole big amount, right? Where they're continuing essentially to pay that monthly amount for their phone, but they're not getting new hardware. So there they really make out like bandits. So I wonder if they'll profit from that as well. So,
So the
this is interesting.
so the cost. So basically, you're saying you're going to get 1 year free of Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
So it's $840 for the what is it, $35 a month if you want an Xbox One X, right?
35 a month, yes.
Okay, for 2 years. So that's $840. So a new console, that X costs $500 plus tax, right? So you could probably figure close to 600. And you said we figured a year of Game Pass is 240. That puts you at 840. So
No,
basically,
it's 120, but 2 years
oh,
is
I'm
240.
sorry. So for 2 years, so essentially you're paying for an Xbox, 2 years of Game Pass, and you're getting Xbox Live Gold for 2 years for free with
Okay.
this deal. So you are saving money this way. But my question
Yeah.
is this: do you get to keep the Xbox at the end of that 2 years, or is this like a rental thing where you return it,
No,
or is it more
my
subsidized?
so I think it's like cell phones from what I've read about it,
Okay.
because you get your cell phone from the carrier, whoever you sign up with. At the end of your commitment, the phone is yours to do whatever you
Because
want.
you've paid it off.
Yeah, it's not like leasing from DirecTV or your cable company or something where you got to return it at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think Microsoft, you know, they don't necessarily even want those consoles back,
Yeah. I
right?
mean, yeah. So if that's the case, and then after that's over, then you can, probably continue those services going forward. It probably is still at a discounted rate. That'd be not a bad deal. It's a good way, I guess, to get into one. So again, this is rumored, so we don't know if this is going to come to pass, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
So also on the rumored thing, just to finish that up,
Okay.
um, it looks like Microsoft originally planned to unveil the new, they call it Xbox Washburn. That's the code name for it. It's the $150 Xbox accessory. I think this is like the streaming thing, I'm guessing. Is that what it is?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Say that again.
So they were going to originally unveil the $150 Xbox Washburn accessory at Gamescom, but they decided to hold until a later date.
I think that's the new Elite V2. I believe they said the Washburn was. Didn't they buy out? I think they bought out some other company, and that was like their controller.
Oh yeah.
Washburn
Oh yeah,
controller. Yeah,
yeah.
it's reportedly, yeah, it's 100. Yeah, it's a controller.
Yeah, okay, so this is the Elite 2 that we were
Yes,
talking about
but
before. Okay.
they didn't announce it there. They announced a whole bunch of other controllers.
Yeah. New colors and stuff.
Yeah. So, all right.
Okay.
So we'll see. Next item up is Halo: A Silent Storm. This is an upcoming novel, and it's a Master Chief story. So this will be the first novel to focus on the franchise's most iconic hero in nearly a decade. Anticipation is high to revisit the early career of John 117 when the book debuts on September 4th. This book is penned by New York Times bestselling author Troy Denning, and the audiobook will be narrated by critically acclaimed and veteran Halo narrator Scott Brick.
Not Will Wheaton.
No. The story brings readers alongside Master Chief and his Spartan 2 teammates on Blue Team, Fred, Kelly, and Linda, during a harrowing mission early in the Covenant War. Here's just a taste of what to expect. This is a desperate mission. There's no denying it. But the UNSC needs time to develop effective countermeasures against Covenant technology. And it's your job to buy that time. You need to make the alien commanders afraid of us. You need to convince them that humans are crazy. That anytime a Covenant fleet outruns its support or fails to consolidate its advance, we will find a way to make it pay. What do you think, Rob? Should I get a job as an Audible reader?
Yes.
Did I set the tone?
I would really love to listen to you at twice speed, which is how I listen to audio.
This is a desperate time. There is no denying it, but the NSC needs time to develop effective countermeasures.
There you go. Oh, that's much better.
Let's see. So also, let's see. The legendary voice behind behind Master Chief is Steve Downs, and he has joined in bringing Halo Silent Storm to life with a small excerpt voiced in his own heroic tone. So I want to play this for you.
We can handle it. John hoped he sounded more certain than he felt. On the one hand, he and his fellow Spartans were the deadliest soldiers mankind had ever created. On the other, humanity had not even been certain that aliens really existed until the violent first contact with the Covenant. So there was no getting around it. At best, John and his assault squad were only somewhat prepared for what they were about to attempt.
All right. The whole video here is like 9 minutes long, so I can't play the whole thing, but here's a little tease, man. It's just a tease. So you can pre-order it now, and it's slated to release on September 4th, both digitally and in a beautiful premium hardcover. So
and I'm just thinking, algorithm on all the streaming services, please don't catch us.
It's not music. It should
It doesn't
be fine.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, no.
So if you heard nothing there, that's because YouTube whacked it. Even though this is coming from YouTube, it's a YouTube thing. So, but anyways, I only played 20 seconds. We should be good. We'll see. But anyways, yes, it's Halo Silent Storm. Get your pre-orders in now. All right, Rob.
Okay. Rocket League is gonna see some changes coming up soon. Initial update is coming out on August 29th. It's just a couple days out from when we're recording this, and a time-limited item unlock system is going to be launching next week. So the update is going to remove the level 75 cap, and players who have continued earning XP through online matches beyond that cap will be taken to even higher levels based on the XP that they earned. So I don't think they've announced if there's a new cap or what the deal is. But yeah, so that's gone. And then a new club system is going to let players organize and compete as a club with up to 20 members. And more information on the clubs is going to be out in the next few days. When was this? This was on the 22nd. So it might actually be out already.
29th is a couple more days still. So
yeah. But this news came out on the 22nd, so that was like half a week ago.
Okay.
Almost.
I haven't played that in a while.
Me neither.
I need to boot that up again. That's a fun game, dude.
It is. It's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
So, okay. All
right. I got one more thing, and then we're going to dive into all things Gamescom, Xbox related and stuff. I know we've had a lot, but we still got a lot more to go. But so this one is Android now supports the Xbox One controller. So essentially, when Microsoft launched the Xbox One S with Bluetooth support, this allowed connection of this device to other things, like you could connect to your Windows PC. But mobile gamers weren't quite so happy. But when the controller launched, it didn't work too well on Android. But now XDA developers report that Google has finally fixed the remapping issues that were originally seen with Android Pie. So this means if your phone already has the new Android Pie update and you own an Xbox One controller, you should now be able to play games with the controller without any issues. Here's the exciting part, though. CNET noticed earlier that Epic Games plans to add support for Bluetooth controllers to Fortnite. With support for Bluetooth controllers, and now that Android Pie works seamlessly with the Xbox One controller, you may soon be able to get a bunch of victory royales on your phone. Playing Fortnite on a phone is incredibly difficult if you aren't an advanced mobile gamer, and support for Bluetooth controllers certainly transforms the game. So there you go. That's interesting and exciting news.
That's pretty cool. It'd be nice if they added it to previous versions instead of just Pi, which is, I think it's only available on a couple phones, like the Nexus ones. And
It'll get there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Now that they've done it.
Yeah.
All right, so Rob, we're gonna both go into this next one, but we'll rotate back and forth. So we're gonna talk about everything Xbox announced at Gamescom on their first day.
Sure. Okay.
So why don't you go ahead and take the first bullet item there, and we can skip
Okay.
anything we've already talked about.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and make sure we touch points on all these.
Yeah. So they talked about Forza Horizon 4, and they gave information on the team multiplayer action. They said the new competitive multiplayer mode allows players to team up and take on the world in races, games, and free roam rushes. And with brand new leagues to rise through, unique rewards will be won and prestigious Grandmaster titles to aim for. And the first 4-week series begins on October 2nd when the game launches worldwide.
And that'll be on Xbox
In Game Pass.
Yeah, woo.
Yeah.
That just saved me
Sweet.
$60.
I know, right?
All right. I can skip that when we talked about it. Xbox Game Pass announces that Halo Master Chief Collection is coming in September. I'm sorry. I think I just told you. Halo, the Master Chief Collection, is coming to Xbox Game Pass on September 1st. That's the way I meant to read that. So
yes.
I'm excited about this because I don't have it, and it'll be nice to have that now available. So I figured someday it'd get there. But
yeah, this was one of the big asks for fans, I guess, to get this.
All right.
All right. Next up, Ori and the Will of the Wisps showed more gameplay. So Ori, fantastic game, the first one. A little hard for some people. Not quite. What's that game? We just talked about it. The dungeon game.
Torchlight? Diablo?
No, that other one. That's like impossible. There's 3 of them.
Dark Souls?
Dark Souls, yes. I don't know if it's, I've just drawn a blank on it. It's been a long day. So I don't know if it's quite that difficult, but there was quite a few levels you had to keep replaying over and over. Oh, I remember what the problem was for me. I kept losing my saves. Oh, so annoying. But anyway, so the sequel is out with all the Ori goodness. Is coming out soon. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. And there's going to be a focus on a new Spirit Trials feature. These are race sequences spread throughout the game to allow people to compete asynchronously with other members of the community. So I think this was like you're playing against ghosts, kind of.
Yeah.
So you can see where other people were. Because there's some. Was it Forza? I remember there's a racing car game that had the ghosts. I want to say it was Forza.
Yeah, they got Drivatars.
Yeah, but there was one where you could see like a ghost of
Forza
somebody. That was Forza.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so you're doing that, and it's coming out next year. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is coming out next year on Xbox One and Windows 10. You think this one will go to Game Pass? Probably not. I don't know. I don't think it's a first title.
It's an exclusive.
Yeah.
But I don't think Microsoft owns this one. I don't know who does this. You have to look up, see who is the developer for that. I don't think it's a first party studio. Next thing is a bunch of Xbox One bundles were announced. They got 8 new bundles, 3 new controller designs, including the first ever Xbox One X Special Edition console bundle. There's the Xbox One X Gold Rush Special Edition Battlefield 5 bundle, as well as the Xbox Wireless Controller PlayerUnknown's Battleground Limited Edition, which we mentioned. There's a bunch of like camo and shadow controllers from the Design Labs. It was insane. There was just I'd swear it was like every couple minutes they were going, oh, here's a new bundle, here's a new bundle, here's a new bundle. Some of the bundles, let's see if I can get to that. So there's a Shadow of the Tomb Raider bundle, and all these bundles essentially are the same. They just include the game and the console, but the difference is it's a 1 terabyte drive on these Xbox One X's. So there's a Tomb Raider one. The S, 1 terabyte S is $299. The 1 terabyte X is $499 for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Forza Horizon 4, it's the same thing. That one is same priced. Then there's the Gold Rush Battlefield 5 bundle, which again is an X, and it's $499. This one will be available October 16th. Includes a copy of the game. And this one, I think, it also includes Battlefield 1943 as well. So you get that too. Then there's some Xbox One Fallout 76 bundle. And again, it includes the game, includes a month of the Game Pass and Xbox Live, and this will be available November 14th. So a bunch of different bundles if you haven't bought one and you have a game coming out, any of those games that you would like to get one with. So you're getting the game free, essentially. So doesn't hurt.
So Ori is done by Moon Studios. The publisher is Microsoft Studios.
Right, but it's not a first-party studio.
Yeah,
Moon Studios is not part of the Microsoft Studios. So probably much like, because until what's that game that just came out? We Happy Few. A lot of people were upset that it didn't go to Game Pass, but that game it wasn't developed. It's not done by a first party. Well, Microsoft now owns that studio, but it's like they bought it right before the game shipped, so it's not something that they could do at that time. I would imagine it will eventually get there, but on a initial release, they had some deal where they couldn't put it in there.
Yeah, because it's a Gearbox game, right? I think that's what it was. So it was Gearbox. So it's published by Gearbox, but now...
Oh, but Microsoft owns the studio, but it's published by Gearbox, right?
Right.
Correct.
But now they bought them, but I think
that's right.
Gearbox thing is still there.
Yes, it is. They're still the publisher.
Yeah. So, but with Ori, Microsoft is the publisher. So, I mean, doesn't look like there's been any confirmation one way or another. Maybe they'll announce it closer to release date. That'd be cool. Not that it's a very expensive game. It's probably going to be what?
But again, Xbox Game Pass is, they said, all first-party studios, first-party games, which I take it that Ori is being done by a development house that's not a first-party. It is a third-party studio, just being published by Microsoft. So I still don't expect that to be... I think it's got to be published and developed by a Microsoft studio.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, Moon Studios is privately held out of Austria.
So
based in Vienna.
So I would expect it not to go to Game Pass, but you never know.
Yeah.
Microsoft might throw them a bunch of money.
Yeah, or they might acquire them.
Yeah.
Later this year. Who knows? All right, next up.
Yep. It's just kind of, I think it was just the list of games is all. So they talked about... they showed up, Tom Clancy's The Division 2, Fallout 76, Devil May Cry 5, The Dark Pictures, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, all come, and then they talked about, let's see. Oh no, that was it. So that's kind of just the things that they covered, or came out of Gamescom for Xbox. So, and again, there's more in this article, but we talked about several of the items already.
Yeah.
So, all in all, what'd you think?
Well, I just want to comment on Fallout 76. Those videos that they make with, like the little animated shorts.
Hit Boy.
They just crack me up. They're just like silly.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Yeah,
And
they've got some good sense of humor there.
yeah, although some of it's kind of messed up. Little
Yeah.
like there was something where I thought the dude finds something or like some creature and then he like takes a bite out of it, and then he's got like it looks like a kid that just ate some like jam sandwich. He's got it
Yeah,
all
he's
over
got it
his
all over his
face.
face.
Yeah,
Oh goodness.
yeah. Oh, there on a side note, there was another good video that came out this past week. It was the Overwatch one. Did you see that one?
I did not.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like a little video of Diva or something like that was her name.
Uh-huh.
It's one of the characters. I thought her name was Diva.
Okay.
Overwatch.
I think there's a diva. Yes.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty good. It's like a 5 to 7 minute long video.
All right.
It's good stuff. Well done. Very well done. But what was your question?
Just overall, what were your thoughts of what came out of Gamescom?
So
good, bad, indifferent.
So Gamescom, I think, is a lot more popular than E3. Actually, I think the audience is different because E3 is more industry, I believe.
Yes.
Where Gamescom is, I think, open to the public, and they get over 300,000 people. That's crazy.
Yes.
And I mean, I go to Gen Con, that's like 60,000. So this is like, whoa, 5 times more. That's nuts. But I don't really know how big that is. Well, where is it? Cologne, I think. Cologne,
yes,
Germany.
Cologne, Germany.
Yeah. So I wonder how. I should look to see how big the convention center is that this is in. But they had some cool info. I mean, a lot of the stuff I think we kind of knew. It didn't really seem to be very. How should I put it? It didn't seem to be very like. I wasn't awestruck by it because a lot of the stuff I knew from E3 already, but they provided some more info. So, I mean, that was cool. I mean, there were a couple of things too that were a little bit of a surprise, like that hunt game that we talked about a little while ago. I mean, that kind of came out of nowhere for me. But, overall, the info was good. It was, it scratched that news itch for gaming. They didn't really announce much more than the controllers, like hardware wise.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of bored with all the new controllers. Like, oh, here's a new controller. I know there's that one that we thought was kind of cool that you could like see inside the other day.
Yes.
But now it's like, well, here's a camo one. And I even forgot what the other one was. It's like,
there's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting to be quite a bit, especially with the design studio where you can already make like millions of combos.
Yeah. And you can have now NFL teams. They have all NFL teams, controllers, and it's cool, but yeah, it's a bit much, it seems like.
I think for a lot of people, like if I needed a controller, I don't know if I would order one. Because if I needed a controller, it's usually because I probably had another controller that had a drifting stick and I needed a controller right away. I would just go to the store and probably get a basic one.
Oh, got to order through Amazon, man.
Yeah, but it would take forever.
Use the affiliate link. Oh, you can get it in 2 days. You can have it overnighted if you want.
But that's not. You can't play now.
That's why you got to have more. Have them on hand.
Have standbys.
I have two. Exactly. I swap them out. When I have the one, when the battery dies, I put it on the charger. I grab the other one that's fully charged, turn it on, and keep playing.
There you go. Yeah, so you don't have to switch batteries.
Right.
And my son actually got me this one. It's a wired one.
It's nice.
It's pretty nice.
I like the coloring. I like that camo.
It's Power A. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, I can't see. It's a little dark in this room. But Power A. It's a corded one. But this is awesome. I use it to play Roblox with him. And a PC.
My friend just came in to say hi.
Oh, the pooch.
The pooch. I don't know if he'll get up here to say hi.
No. But
he's too big now.
Yeah. It's like lifting a horse.
Yes, it is.
But when it
There.
comes to
There you
Inside
go.
Xbox, when it
Hi.
comes to Inside
I don't go wrong.
Xbox, are you still talking dog?
I'm still talking to my dog. See?
Pay
You can
attention
see
to
him
me,
now.
not your dog.
My dog's cuter.
Yeah, they're probably. Your dog will give you more attention than I will.
Yes,
That's
yes.
for sure.
He's a good boy.
so Gamescom was cool. It was satisfying. Nothing like really crazy coming out of it or earth shattering, I thought.
Right.
But I want to make a comment on Inside Xbox. And I appreciate the show for what it is, but I'm finding it like hard to watch. Just it's like it's almost like they're trying to find segments and they're talking stuff to death. And I get it. Like some of the interviews might be okay, but I found myself skipping through stuff because
Yeah.
I watched it afterwards, and it's like, oh, okay, here's that hunt. I don't remember what the name is.
Showdown.
Yeah, Hunt Showdown. Okay, yeah, the game looks cool, and then it's like a 10-minute interview on it. I'm like, okay, skip, skip, skip. Oh, Sea of Thieves, skip, skip, skip. So, and it's like, oh, two controllers. Let's spend 5 minutes talking about the controllers. Skip, skip, skip. And you know, I appreciate Inside Xbox for what it is, and I think it's very well done.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, some of the stuff is
You can't have big
getting old.
reveals all the time, Rob. Come on.
Yeah, no, I know.
It can't be all mind-blowing 2-minute trailers every month.
But but it shouldn't be all Sea of
All
Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. Oh, it's getting better.
No, it's I. The one thing though is I appreciate less of that social media talk.
Yeah.
That was a little.
I think they'll go back to it though, but this was Gamescom, so next one they'll probably be just like that. Let's go to the Twitter boards and see what people are talking about.
Oh,
yeah,
please.
I could skip all that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, look, Fred shared a picture of a cat holding his controller. He wins a T-shirt. Come on.
All right.
I'd almost rather on the TV shows, how they have like the time waster episodes. Yes. Where it's like all the characters sitting around a table talking about something that happened in previous shows.
Yes.
Like, hey, do you remember when Chandler and Monica did this and this? Like from Friends. They could sit around a table and talk about, hey, Larry, do you remember when you talked about Sea of Thieves? In a previous episode?
Don't give them any ideas, man.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time to wrap it up, Rob.
Oh, there goes our sponsorship.
There it goes, yeah.
From Microsoft.
Yeah, right. If only.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but what did you think? I mean, we haven't heard from you.
I just thought it was too much on the consoles and too many controllers. I thought it was neat to see like the Hunt Showdown.
Yeah.
There was some new stuff I thought that, or some stuff I wasn't aware of. I thought that was good. It was kind of nice, but it is Gamescom. It's not E3, so we're not getting any big reveals. I was disappointed not to get any info on the Elite Controller V2.
Yeah.
I felt that they should have done that there. I don't know. Maybe they'll announce it at the Tokyo Game Show, that, or maybe they'll show it off next week at PAX. Oh yeah, maybe they'll give all PAX West people a free one. Yeah, baby.
Oh, there you go.
Tokyo Game Show is coming up on September 20th through the 23rd.
Do they even go there?
They have. They not in the past. I think they quit going there. So
yeah,
but you never know.
Yeah, I can't see that being very
productive.
No, money I don't either. Expense.
So maybe PAX. Maybe this weekend. Maybe they'll announce it. Because the rumors are saying it coming out in October. So, that's going to be September. The Saturday, September 1st, I think. So, yeah, PAX is big enough to make the announcement.
Okay.
So we'll see. All right, so we do have a giveaway going on right now for our listeners over in Europe. If you
We're collecting for the giveaway.
Oh,
right?
what?
We're collecting entries.
Oh, yes. We
for the
still
giveaway.
yes. And so far we've only got one entry, so we do have a winner. But you still got a week to get your entries in. I know there's a lot of you over there in Europe that listen to us, so if you can use Amazon.uk or the UK Amazon store, we're giving away £29, 26 pence. This will be given away to a winner on our next show next week. So send us a voicemail and just leave us a comment or something. Give us your gamer tag. Tell us what you like about the show, or I don't know, whatever. Ask us any kind of question you want. All right, Rob. Let's zip through this next part.
So if you'd like to send us a voicemail, you can go to thisxboxlife.com, and there's a little voicemail widget on the right-hand side. Click that. You can leave up to a 90-second message, or you can do multiples if you want to talk longer. If you also want to leave a longer message, you can also do a recording, MP3, MP4, or whatever, send it over to us. And you can send it to contact@thisxboxlife.com. Email it over to us, and we'll play your recording on the show, regardless of which of those methods that you use. We also have a Twitter account. It's @thisxboxlife, or you can you can search for us on whatever Twitter app you use, or you can go to thisxboxlife.com/Twitter, which will direct you straight there. We have a Facebook group. It's a closed group. Answer 2 simple questions, hopefully easy for you if you're a listener. So it's a closed group, and if your boss is spying on you in the middle of the day on your Facebook feed, trying to see if you're up to shenanigans instead of working, they will be sadly disappointed to not see your Xbox posts on our group, because only people within the group can see those posts. And you can find that by searching for it on Facebook, or go to thisxboxlife.com/Facebook. All right. What's next, Mark? The music.
Oh, sorry. Let me get to that.
Not that music.
Okay, Rob, what you got for us today? What you got? What you got? We're ready to play. Give us a list of games that we can buy and play. Okay, Rob.
All right, for the week of August 28th through the 31st. What is that? That's Tuesday through Friday this coming week. There's a couple games. First up is Bad North on the 28th. This is Xbox One X enhanced. And this looks interesting. Some kind of strategy game. I'm digging the art on it, at least through the little thumbnail that I'm looking at it. Pro Evolution Soccer 2019 is coming out on the 28th, as 2018 is about to leave the Game Pass store. Strange Brigade, if I can pronounce that properly, is coming out on the 28th. And I was going to say, Mark is probably excited about this.
Already ready to go. I'm hoping by 9:01 p.m. tomorrow night, it'll be ready.
Yes. So it's Xbox One X enhanced. Oh, and I forgot to mention PES 2019 is as well. On the 28th, we continue with a couple more titles. Shikando Soul Eater, Splash Blast Panic. On the 29th, we have 3-on-3 Freestyle. This is a basketball game. DayZ. Oh, this is a long time. I mean, it's an old game, isn't it? It was on a PC for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's coming into Xbox Game Preview on the 29th. It's an MMO survival sandboxy type of game. Twin Robots Ultimate Edition on the 29th. And then on Friday the 31st, Amnesia Collection, Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker. That's quite the mouthful there. Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker. And lastly, The Video Kid. That looks like a mobile game.
Yeah, it does.
It looks mobile / Crossy Road-ish, maybe.
I thought of
But
Paperboy.
yeah, that's initially what I thought as well too. But I bet you it's like a Crossy Road ripoff, but instead of moving up, you're moving right.
Yeah,
That's how they're changing it, so it's not the same.
mixing it up.
But we're on to you. We're not fooled by a change
That's
of
right.
direction. So there's that, and then we've got about another week longer for Games with Gold. For Xbox One, Games with Gold, there's Forza Horizon 2 10th Anniversary Edition. Got a couple more days to snag this one, and this one is leaving the store, right? At the end of September, I think. So you got, yeah, because after that you can't buy it or anything. But if you already have it, you're good. And then we have For Honor. This started last week, I believe.
Mm-hmm. It's in there.
And Xbox 360 and back compat, we have Disney Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two. Alrighty. And a great way to support the show, if you don't do the Patreon thing, is to, whenever you make any purchase on Amazon, just make sure to use our affiliate link. It doesn't cost you any extra money whatsoever for whatever you're purchasing, and you can buy anything. It does not have to be game related. Just use our affiliate link. You can find it on the Facebook group. You can find it on our at the top of the Facebook group. You can find it on our website, and use that affiliate link every time you make your purchases. So just click through the link, make your purchases. That link only works, I think, for 24 hours, or if it's replaced by another affiliate link. I think that's how it works. But that's a great way to support the show, and we really appreciate it. iTunes, if you're an iTunes user, like I said earlier, find our show on there. Give us a 5-star review. It helps boost us in the ranks and helps more people discover the podcast. We stream weekly on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. And thanks to Learn Your Lesson for the music that we use. And I'm about done. How about you,
Stick a
Mark? Do you have
fork in
anything
me.
to add?
Stick and
All right.
fork in me. I'm done too.
Flip you over. So
Done
you
on
char
this
on
side.
the other side.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for watching and tuning in each and every week. We appreciate it. We will catch you all next week when I come back with a PAX Prime or PAX West report.
Yes. Can't wait. Can't wait to hear about Torchlight. And I'm Rob, also known as Presar. Thanks for listening, everybody. Catch you all next week.